leak. This used to be a nut. Leak, leak, leak. Tank, 5-speed, hole, broke, Dodge Ram key. So I went ahead and did this side. As you can see, it lifted at about 5 inches. That's with the drop shackle. See, there's a big difference. I mean, this side is setting a little higher because I got it off the ground with jack stands, but I already did that side, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to do this side. All right, the first thing you want to do before you even start, get you some kind of penetrating oil. I'd recommend just using this. This is a home mix of brake fluid, and transmission fluid, 50-50 on both. This mixture is amazing because it'll break these bolts loose like nothing, but you gotta let it set. If you look real close, you can see it going down in the threads, and a lot of penetrating oil doesn't even go down in the threads. So keep that in mind. We're gonna let this soak for a little bit. We're going to go ahead and take these off. It's self-explanatory. Just take these 4 bolts off. And then I'm going to take this off where I had this helper spring. Mine, I am doing away with the sway bar. This will not be here. It's pretty self-explanatory. After you get this off, you take your center pole out. Make sure you have a clamp. I'll show you guys how to do that. And I won't even have to take the main leaf off the Jeep. It'll stay on the Jeep. And that's the question I get most. A lot of people say you can't do it while it's on the Jeep. You can't. It's perfectly fine. I went ahead and took the U-bolts off and the top plate. All you need is 1 clamp. Break your center bolt loose because I don't recommend using a grinder because your gas tank's right there. Which I haven't had any problems so far. There's a little rust. I just want to go ahead . So I went ahead and got the rear end drop. I did have to take the shock loose on this side, but next you want to go ahead and unclamp these pieces. I got to take this off. You shouldn't have this because this is an overload. So I go 3/8 because every S10 spring pack that I ever did has 3/8 hole. So I just drill this out to a 3/8 and I get a 3/8 center pin, which is bigger, better strength, and so yeah. So when you go to do this, I always start out with a 5/16, get it drilled out pretty good. Then I step it up to a 3/8 and drill it out. When you get a drill bit, make sure you get it for hardened steel. Don't go to Advanced Auto and buy their junky drill bits because they will not work. Go to Ace Hardware, get you a Cobalt brand, and it'll say hardened steel. That's what you want to get through these, and it'll be just like butter. It won't even take a couple rounds from a drill to get it to work. Then we'll just go ahead, test fit, everything works. Now another thing, you'll have to take a grinder and go around this to grind it down because as you see, it doesn't quite fit in the hole. So you just got to take some metal off of this to make it fit. Continue taking the S10 pack apart tomorrow, and I'll show you how to do that. This stuff's self-explanatory. It's easy. I don't need to, like I said, draw you a picture. So we'll just let this ride here for tonight and be back tomorrow. Here's the S10 pack. I marked the back with blue tape. That way I know. When you do the back, you just cut about right here. When you do the front, you cut a little more off. So about like right here. I've done this enough to know what I'm doing, so I really don't need to put it on the Jeep, squeeze it, and measure it. Alright, we got both the ends cut off. Now we can go ahead and take the center pin out and put it on the Jeep and put that center pin in. Like I said, you'll have to ground down this. You have to ground down the bottom of this so it'll fit in your rear end. I kind of taper mine so it's a little bit easier to get in, but that should do it. And after you take the center pin out, I went ahead and I didn't use this, because like I said, I do have this drop bracket. And you're gonna go ahead and put your new center pin in. This is the Jeep main leaf, and this is the rest of the S10 pack. And you just want to go ahead and put your U-bolts back on and reverse everything that you've done. All right, we got some used shocks. You could probably pick up shocks in this condition. As you can see, the boot is kind of messed up. This one don't even have a boot. You could probably pick these up for about 20 bucks. These are actually still in good shape. They are rough country. Yes, they are rough country, but they're used and they were cheap. They will do just fine for what I'm doing. Front set, rough country for about 20 bucks. So there's about 40 bucks in shocks used. And these are for a 3-inch lift, but for some reason they fit a 6-inch lift. So keep that in mind when you're looking for used shocks. See how far they can extend and how far before they bottom out. So you guys probably wondering where I've been at. It's been a slow process. I've been slowing down on modifying vehicles. I got more important things to do in life right now, and plus a family member of mine has been a little ill, so I took a week or two off. But anyway, I have a total of $215 in this 5-inch lift for this Jeep, and I got to do a little bit more fender trimming because I moved the fender flares up and cut them. So I'm going to cut them like I did the other Project Jeep, where it's high, so 33s won't have a problem rubbing or anything. But 215 bucks for a lift kit for used parts, and it rides pretty decent. The front is a little bouncy, kinda. It's not too bad, but it's a little springy. You know, the puck's on top, 3-inch puck. But it leveled out pretty good. It's setting just a little bit down in the front, but that's no big deal because I expect the back to settle. We are setting over a little bit over 5 inches. So what's left to do? I need to get a YJ rear brake line to extend it, and I need to move the front brake lines down, which I have a video on that. And I didn't really go into detail on the S10 packs or the coil springs. I'll leave videos in the description below because I forgot that I actually did those already, and it's in detail on how to do it, so I'll leave those in the description below. This was just me showing you can lift your Jeep for 215 bucks, 5-inch lift. Pretty awesome. Got a heck of a view right here. Out here taking some pictures. So I'll probably have about $600–700 left over. So leave in the comments below what you want to see me buy on a budget. I want to stay away from light bars. You know, this is a budget build. This is even cheaper than the last one. So keep it budget friendly. If you have parts you want to send to me, let me know. If you just want to get rid of some, help me out, or whatever, it doesn't matter. And I will get a hold of you. You can email me, I'll get a hold of you. And you can send me some parts, donate it to the channel. And there's spit everywhere. But that is pretty much it for this video. It wasn't a very long video or in detail, but it was just me getting things done. Like I said, this video has been split up into several days and over the week because, like I said, I had a family member that was sick. I want to thank the troops for everything that they do overseas. I want to thank the police officers and the firefighters, and God bless. I'm Cherokee Ronnie, and stay dirty, my friend. Leak. This used to be a nut. Leak, leak, leak. Tan, 5-speed, hole, broke, Dodge Ram key.